It's 4:30 a.m. and I'm at the Stockholm Arlanda airport. And this is the outside. And if you go through these doors, to the right, you know, you have a bathroom, you have a vending machine, and you have a runestone. No big deal. Apparently, when they were building the airport, this was here. And so they relocated it a bit, but it was originally in this area where the airport's built. It's just like a total flex. It's just so cool. There are AI robots in this Sky Lounge here that take your dishes. But most of the time they get confused and just get like stalled and stare at each other. Like they're having AI conversations. Two robots. This kills me in the US. When you're at baggage claim, people line up right against baggage claim carousel. Which means no one has room to get their bag. So you have to like fight to get your bags. Not enough room. So I'm in the US this week for work, and I'm in my home state of Utah. Think California, but then just like a little bit more inland, no beach. That's Utah. And so while I'm here this week, I want to compare what life is like here to what my life is like in Sweden. And number one on the docket is this. To do anything, to go anywhere, you have to be in a car. But if you're gonna drive a car, might as well have, wait for it, a self-driving car. Because you really do spend a ton of time in your car in the US. And when I'm here for work, I'm just driving non-stop. It's kind of insane. I'm literally just morning to night just driving all over the place, filming, going to meetings, whatever, taking my meetings in the car. You just spend a lot of time, like I don't walk, and you feel it. Versus in Sweden, I am walking all the time. I'm taking the bus all the time. And I like that a lot. There's some trade-offs though, convenience, but I like being able to use my body and walk around. This is kind of freaky though, that this just drives itself. Oh, well, sort of. All right, here we go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Woohoo! Make it through the roundabout. This is so wild. This just never gets old. Wow. So that's point number one. I just feel like I drive all the time when I'm in the US, and I felt that way when we lived here permanently. It was just nonstop back and forth, drop off the kids, pick up the kids, go to meetings, go to work, come back, boom, boom, boom. You know, you just live inside of your car and it's crazy. You are so dependent on it. You don't even see people on the streets. Okay. Now it's taking me to the freeway. Here we go. This car is driving itself, and it's very weird. No hands. Okay, it's time for point number two. Many people don't know this. You don't think about this. So Utah is a very mountainous state, and it's a desert. So it's high altitude, and it gets really hot in the summertime and really cold in the wintertime, like desert cold. It's kind of crazy. But Salt Lake City, where I'm at right now, is a mountain valley, and because of that geography, it can often trap air in the valley. That's just a common thing that can happen. That's That's a geographical thing. On top of that, we pollute a ton because we drive so much here. And that gets locked in to this, it's called an inversion, where that air, that weather front gets stuck in the valley for sometimes weeks on end. And it gets so bad that the pollution and the smog and the haze will actually start to block out the sun. Right, winter days can actually feel like dark, like stormy days because there's so much haze. It's really bad. And every time I come back here, I notice it in my breathing. Like I have a little bit more strained breathing every time I'm here. And just to illustrate this, it gets so bad. Every winter, Salt Lake City hits the unfortunate achievement of worst air in the United States. And sometimes, this is true, we hit worst air in the world. It's like, look at this, I can see the haze right here. See that haze? That's not your friend. Bad air like this means we turn on the special feature in this Tesla. Bioweapon defense mode. Purify my air. Let's go. It seals the cabin and filters the air through a HEPA filter. And honestly, this is how I survive the smog. And the third thing I want to point out about life here in Utah versus life in Stockholm is the mountains. The mountains in Utah are world class. They're big, they're beautiful, there's tons of nature, so much hiking, so much recreation. It's just wonderful. And when those bad air days come through, the mountains are your sanctuary. It's where you go to escape the bad air. It's where you go to escape the hot summer days in the valley. This is the place, the mountains. And because of these mountains and our awesome powder snow, this is world-class skiing. And I might be a little biased, but I think it's the best place to ski in the world. You can try to argue me with that, but we have the best, most fluffiest powder snow and amazing terrain. So, there you go. What are you gonna do about it? Okay, look at the yellow line. So people wait here and then get their bag when it arrives. That's the way you're supposed to get your bags. None of this anarchy of like standing next to the carousel and waiting for your bag to come and crowding everyone out. That's not how it's supposed to work. In Sweden. Cold, fresh, crisp air. That smells so good. Also, this is how bright it'll get today. Nice.